Varta 1. On the first day of Vaishak in the year somewhat 1962, Bapa Shri, gracing the audience, gave sermons. He said, Shriji Maharaj, come on this earth along with his Anadi and Param Ekantik Muktas to give the knowledge of his incarnate form. Here the Muktas, with the kind permission of Shriji Maharaj, gave many talks which described Shriji Maharaj as Purushottam. But some souls could not understand. So the Muktas prayingly said to Shriji Maharaj, some of the souls cannot understand your greatness. Then Shriji Maharaj said, these souls have recently come in contact with us, and hence they are beginners, so they cannot believe what you talk. But when those who have heard your talks would leave this world, I will give them rebirth in the satsang, and you will be sent to preach them. Therefore today, all cultured souls have come in the satsang, and independent Anadi Muktas have also come. By their association, infinite souls become Muktas and go to Akshardham. Just as Shriji Maharaj is birthless and independent, similarly Muktas are also birthless and independent. And the proportion in which Shriji Maharaj gets his work done, so also his Muktas get their work done in that proportion. If one gets attached to Anadi Mukta with firm love and affection, and spirituality, and also with mind, deed, and promise outwardly and inwardly, there remains nothing to be done. Just as Muktas are blissful, in the bliss of Shriji Maharaj, the same bliss will be given to that soul. Then Swami Ishwar Das Ji asked, what are the characteristics of those Muktas dwelling in Murti and Akshardham of Shriji Maharaj, and who have come on earth? Then Bapa Shri replied, those who associate with them, their thoughts will stop, and there will not be interruption in meditation, and happiness of Murti will be there. Even if they remain away, but remember them, their thoughts will also be done away with, and if we are sitting near them, thoughts of worldly things, for instance, Mike thoughts, elusive thoughts, will not occur at all. If someone dies, they will take him to Akshardham, and they give darshan to spiritual persons, and they also tell them the time of the death, and if someone prays, will be left behind, and if someone wants to have this body, they will take him even though his lifespan is not over. Having such supernatural power should be known as Muktas. Then again Swami asked, how to get our soul attached outwardly and inwardly to Anadi Muktas? Then Bapa Shri replied, just as one is happy with the happiness of his body and unhappy with the unhappiness of happy in the happiness of Muktas, this means the soul has got attached outwardly. But to happen this is very tough. Because if a ship or a steamer drowns in the sea, and if one seizes a piece of plank, he will not think of saving his life by swimming. This is because he thinks that such Muktas may lose their lives, and I will be wandering alone and nobody will give me food in my dish, and emancipation of many souls will stop. Therefore, I get drowned, and this Mukta is saved. I wish it should happen thus. Moreover, if there is a good seat in the train, he would make Mukta sit there on that seat. If he gets food after 5 or 7 days, and it is enough for one man, he would remain hungry and give that food to Mukta. If there is snowfall, and there is only one blanket, he would give it to Mukta and he does not cover his body. If it happens thus, the soul is said to be attached outwardly. Just as we add some water in the river, it reaches in the sea. Similarly, great Anadi Mukta is constantly attached in Murti of Maharaj. If we attach our soul with him, also realize Murti of Mahabapuji is realized by Mukta. This means soul is attached inwardly. Great Anadi Mukta remains ever attached to Murti of Maharaj and takes happiness from every part of Murti. If he wishes new and new, Maharaj gives him. He always enjoys happiness dwelling in Murti but never comes out. And those who are Param Ekantik Muktas take happiness by getting attached to Murti by remaining in front of Shriji Maharaj in the luminescence of Shriji Maharaj. Swami Vrudavandas Ji asked, Why does the happiness that comes by getting attached to muktas outwardly not come by meditating inwardly? Then Bapashri said, until one is in the state of achieving goal, the happiness is more an outward vritti, but the happiness of inward vritti is more. It is only felt when one is in the state of achievement of his goal, because unless it is achieved, there is feeling of atheism. Then again Swami asked, what are the feeling of atheism and theism? Then Babashri replied, if there is feeling of stone or picture in murti and treating muktas as human beings, and there is other thought than Maharaj, and if that thought is not driven away and let it remain, it is called the feeling of atheism. When there is divine feeling for murti, knows Maharaj and muktas as clairvoyant and knows that they are always near and does not allow volition to be completed, is called theism. If there is childlike nature in all activities, like bathing, eating, speaking, etc., and there is no respect for Maharaj and muktas, and laughs at in the presence of great saints and devotees, and is in the temple, is called atheism. Therefore, one should keep politeness in speaking, but should not become the victim of attributes of Raj, Tam, etc. One should not make haste in speaking, walking, eating, drinking, sleeping, sitting, seeing, hearing, and also should not do any haste in discourses, rosary, devotional song, and devotion, because once that haste is over, one would become slack. Therefore, we should do as saints tell us. Then there will be happiness. By knowing that Maharaj and muktas are there in our souls, we should not allow mic behavior like anger and lust to raise. We should have thorough knowledge of the fact that there is murti in our soul. Then it is called restriction of conscience, and even if he does not see murti, it is called realization. Then Swami Ishwar Chandrasji asked, can it be or can it not be called feeling of atheism when Khatis used to cut jokes to please Maharaj? Then Bapashri replied, if greatness of Maharaj is properly understood, and the time is such that Maharaj will be pleased, and to please him, if jokes are cut, it cannot be called the feelings of atheism.